To this day in Chainsaw Man, while Denji has had countless women in his life like Makima, Himino, Power, and in part 2, Asamitaka, there is one girl in Chainsaw Man that will always have something none of these women have. Denji is still in love with Reze. That's right, after some of the most recent chapters in Chainsaw Man, it is subtly revealed and hinted at that Denji still has feelings for a woman that literally tried to kill him and then, in his mind, kept him hanging dry. So what's the deal with that? We're going to go all in on Denji and Reze's relationship and get down to the nitty-gritty on why Reze may be the one that got away, but not the one that will be forgotten. Sorry, Himino. Enjoy your number 11 slot. Also, keep in mind, this is a bit of theory crafting and essay. I could very well be wrong or misinterpreting these chapters. I personally don't like trying to find the absolute right interpretation anyways. I like unique perspectives and opinions, so this is what I'm giving you here today. Just an interpretation and opinion on the relationship between two characters. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to get this video to 500 likes so I know to make more. In chapter 183, Denji's bittersweet reflection while regurgitating snow carries deep emotional weight. As he recalls Power, Aki, and even his visit to their graves, one memory stands out: Reze, the enigmatic bomb girl. So, with the moment in the lake, Pochita consuming Denji's bitterness and Denji's regurgitation of it, Pochita really was trying to safeguard Denji and his ability to remember Reze for when the time was right, reminding him of what she truly meant to him when it mattered the most. And make no mistake, Denji is still very much in love with Reze because of what was revealed here. Take, for instance, the coffee memory. When Denji thinks of her, it isn't about this flower regurgitation trick or even her scheme to kill him and take his heart. It's about the small human gesture of her serving him coffee. It was a sign of warmth and interest, a rare kindness in Denji's otherwise chaotic life. This rather subtly and cleverly reflects his tendency to gravitate towards fleeting moments of affection, even when overshadowed by, say, his feelings of betraying Makima. But there's something more. When Denji remembers Reze, she's missing her bomb choker, a visual that nearly defines her iconic look. Instead, he remembers her for who she was to him, not as the assassin who devastated public safety or the girl who bit off his tongue, but as someone who, for a moment, made him feel seen. That choice to overlook her identity as the bomb girl is huge. Despite the bitterness Reze caused, Denji chooses to hold on to the good, showing us just how much she mattered. Ultimately, I think this memory reflects Denji's internal conflict, a pull between Makima, who commands his loyalty, and Reze, who offers a fleeting but important connection. It's a tragic yet telling coping mechanism as well. Denji latches onto the rare kindness he's shown, even when it's fleeting or false, because it's all he's ever had. So let's really dive into some of the scenes from the Bomb Girl arc that I think reinforce this and draw some conclusions from it. During the Bomb Girl arc, Reze and Denji's chemistry is undeniable, a natural connection that stands out from the chaotic relationships in Denji's life previously. Reze, despite being a mysterious Russian spy sent to kill him, quickly develops feelings for Denji, and he is equally drawn to her. What captivates him is how simple and effortless their interactions are, laughing, joking, and just being comfortable around one another. In Denji's world full of manipulation and dangerous women, this kind of ease is a rare gift. This chemistry comes to life during the school scene where Reze and Denji swim together in the nude. For Denji, this isn't just any moment though. Reze is the first nude woman he has ever seen.
I'm not gay! I'm gonna bite your head off!
But more importantly, she offers him something far more intimate: trust. Her promise to teach him everything, quote unquote, feels genuine, not the calculated act of a killer. Unlike others like Power or Makima, Reze isn't defined by chaos or control. Even when she later turns on him, her warmth in this scene really feels too authentic to be dismissed. She may be a spy, but she is not heartless. And we know she isn't a heartless killer because when she strangles the guy on top of the roof, she's quoting The Catcher in the Rye, and you can see she disassociates in that moment, meaning that likely killing people weighs on her so hard that she has to disassociate to even get through it, meaning that she doesn't like to kill people. And for Denji, this connection is soul healing. In a world where everyone wants something from him, Reze simply wants to show him a different way of living, a promise underscored by her own town mouse and country mouse story. Through this, Reze reveals her true self, a simple girl longing for peace. It's a bittersweet bittersweet message, as if she's giving Denji a piece of herself to hold on to, even if they're torn apart, and the worst comes, he can always look back on this moment and slowly begin to understand that she was genuine to him. This arc marks a turning point for Denji too. His date with Makima may have made him feel special, but it was distant, cold, and transactional. Rize's tenderness, on the other hand, teaches him what love is supposed to feel like: compassionate, warm, and healing. For the first time, Denji learns to trust, open up, and feel a genuine connection, even if it is fleeting. The school scene captures this perfectly, showing a boy who has been starved of love finally tasting it thanks to Reze. Now for our final example, the confession of love from Reze stands as one of the most striking moments in the Bomb Girl arc, shifting the narrative to something deeply personal and more raw. When Reze offers to run away with Denji and start a new life together, the arc momentarily feels like her story rather than Denji's. I think that this is an example of how much Reze actually loved Denji. It's also a glimpse of the happiness they could share far removed from their chaotic lives. Denji, however, rejects her proposal. At the time, his understanding of love was shallow, shaped by his idolization of Makima and his inexperience with genuine affection. This moment highlights Denji's emotional naivete and the tragedy of his choice. He turned down a chance at true happiness, unable to see what Rize's offer really meant at the time. It's a bittersweet moment, really, that lingers long after the chapter ends until this very day for Denji. So, in hindsight, it's easy to imagine that the Denji we see in part 2 would have made a different decision. With time and pain, he's grown to understand love and its complexities much better, likely seeing Rize's confession as the sincere, life-changing moment it was meant to be. Their shared desire for freedom, Reze trapped by her role as a spy and Denji treated like a pawn by the world, makes their bond even more meaningful. The story isn't just about missed opportunities, it's about how two people found solace in each other despite their broken worlds. Denji and Reze really were in the right place at the right time, but their circumstances and choices, they drew the wrong conclusions, unfortunately. Their connection, fleeting as it was, shows a path not taken. A romantic but ultimately tragic story of love nearly blossoming but being fumbled in the 11th hour. Almost easy. Denji's love for Reze lingers because their time together was genuine, fun, and filled with trust. The kind of connection that leaves an indelible mark. They shared laughs, opened up together with their thoughts, and found comfort in each other's presence. And despite the tragic end of their relationship, Reze remains unforgettable to Denji. She is the one that got away, the old flame whose memory refuses to fade no matter how much time passes. So to this day, Denji doesn't know what became of Reze. The lack of closure is an open wound that keeps his feelings for her alive. When he remembers the country mouse she spoke of, he's reminded of the bittersweet promise of a simpler life, a life they might have shared but never could. This is symbolized by the bitter coffee she served him, a tangible reminder of the time they had together, fleeting but meaningful, and the love that never fully blossomed. Denji's heart still burns for Reze, a love unmatched really by anyone else in the series, even as new connections form, like potentially with Asamitaka in part 2. And until Denji discovers the truth about Rize's fate, he may never truly move on. Reze was more than just a romantic partner, she was a moment of clarity in a chaotic world, the one person who allowed Denji to feel truly seen and understood. Her absence, honestly, continues to shape him, making her not just a memory, but a defining part of his journey and his character until this very day in the story. Hey y'all, thanks for watching this short theory essay video. I want to do more of these, but only if you guys show up with some support. Let's try and get this video to 500 likes to start out. If we hit that, I will do more of these videos. Also, suggest some topics in the comments below, and if I like it, I'll shout you out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.